Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. If you can watch, decide, and ride, welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Fly Street Milepost Air Boot available at RevZilla.com. So we know the Milepost 2, which is the waterproof brother of the Milepost Air. Two flavors available. This Air version is going to be great for three-season warm weather riding. So think spring, summer, fall, but not weatherproof, not waterproof. You're going to see it in the big perforation scheme here in the leather. Again, it's meant to be comfortable, it's meant to be warm, and I really classify this as an American-style touring boot that has a little bit of a tech flavor. They went a little Tron with it. You can see it here. Lots of reflectivity, a little bit of accent stitching, some external pieces baked in for a little bit of protection. But again, it's not that clean, classic American touring boot, and it's not going to be that Euro fashion chic touring boot. Again, but it's just over that $100 mark, so they're not breaking the bank. Remember, there is that Milepost 2, which is the waterproof version with the Hydro Guard if you want to go three-season cold weather, which will be fall, winter, spring. Now, if we look at it, let's quickly talk about fitment. American cut, sizes 7 through 14, and it's spot on the money. We had guys that wear 11.5s. They put on their 11.5s and they said it's going to be just fine, it's comfortable, and it's wide enough. So no concerns there, guys. And remember, if you're concerned about fitment or anything else, we do ship for free over 39 bucks. Returns are quick and painless at RevZilla.com as well. Next step, though, is I would love for you to click here, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback about the Milepost Air as I walk through it. Now, we talked about the big ventilation scheme. We talked about the big reflectivity scheme. From a comfort side of things, it's a pretty comfortable boot. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 on the stiffness scale, which means it's comfortable enough to walk around in, but it gives you a little bit of good reinforcement, or gives you a good deal of reinforcement on the sole in touring scenarios. Again, a full height touring boot is meant to be protective and give you support so you don't fatigue in a longer ride. If you look at the elasticated bellows along the front, they're done in nylon, again for a little bit of additional flexibility. You can see it in the back here as well. And one of the things I do really like is the shin plate is going to be foam backed, and it's going to be nice and solid. I like the direction they went with the shin plate. It has this big embossing. Again, this style preference may or may not jump out to you. I think that's going to be the most polarizing thing on a boot that's just over that $100 mark. But again, we look at it, shin protection is nice and beefy. I would have liked to have seen them beef up the toe protection as well as the heel a little bit, and maybe a little bit more along the ankle. But again, when you're looking at more of what I would consider an entry-level boot, you have to make some trade-offs to be able to come in just over that $100 mark. Great beginner or mid-range boot for the lightweight commuter, lightweight touring audience. Now, if we look around the toe, you're going to see the reflectivity kind of working its way in. You see that perforation scheme stops, and you get that nice big panel that's going to give you an area of double pane leather to protect against extra wear on the shift side of things. And it's going to be a medial access boot. Nice big TPU here at the top that allows me to open it up. Notice with the Fly Street logo, and it has a couple little bumps on it so you can find it with a gloved hand. And as I work my way down, I'm going to see this big area of Velcro, YKK zip, that's going to allow me to get into the boot, and it's going to expose that 3D liner. So again, you have that 3D wicking liner, which allows great ventilation. It allows it to wick sweat away. It's going to be nice and comfy. And notice the area for entry and exit that you do have the ability for a nice big swath, so it's going to be easy to get in and out. If we turn the boot around to the back, you're going to see more elasticated bellows, a nice, again, additional pop of reflectivity. Trust me, nobody's going to miss you in these boots. There's plenty of reflectivity. And if I work my way into the sole, it's a high grip sole. Again, we talked about 7.5 out of 10 on the scale. So good reinforcement in the heel, good reinforcement in the instep. A little bit of flex in the toe area, so it's going to work well. It's going to keep you comfortable while you are riding. And if you're getting on off the bike, walking around, you should have an okay go of it. But I wouldn't recommend wearing them all day off the bike. Again, they are a stiffer touring boot meant to be a little bit more supportive. And keep in mind, the Milepost 2 is going to be the WP or waterproof version for three-season cold. This Milepost Air is going to be that three-season hot weather riding option. The next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews of it at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And if you want to talk to a gear geek and break down the touring boot lineup with us, we're happy to do it ad nauseum. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV for all of our gear reviews fed to your inbox. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.